All right, welcome everybody to the latest show. Hope everybody is enjoying their weekend. And it looks like we are good to go. So let us go ahead and proceed, shall we? All right, so today's topic, bad boys and baddies. So what are baddies? Well, those are the female versions of the bad boys, so bad girls. But the way I remember it, being a bad girl was sexy. And just as good as being a good girl. So baddies, I guess they're the naughty type, but not in a good way. Unless you're talking about friends with benefits, that type of thing. So that's where it becomes problematic. This new definition of naughty girl gone wrong. Bad girl. When you were a bad girl or naughty girl, you were a good girl. Go figure. It's all in the words, right? So anyways, let's just go ahead and get started here. Why this topic? Well, you'll find out soon. But first, welcome everyone to the best relationship show in the entire world. Yeah, I said it. Coach Ben here, your free 24/7 lifetime coach. You heard that right too. Here to help you solve every life or relationship problem you can possibly imagine. So what are you waiting for? Dish out your questions. Because trust me, nobody else will. Nobody else is going to care about you as much as I do. That's a promise. That's a fact. All right, so let's just dive right into the show, shall we? Let's see why I chose this topic. There's always a reason, trust me. So Bond strikes again. My good friend Bond. Thank you so much. Look at that. Just look at that comment. Everybody else should be ashamed of themselves. Look how long this comment is. And he's so generous with his time. He took his time to write comments like this. Thank you so much, Bon, for being there. Esteban, muchísimas gracias. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. Why the stream title that I have? So Bon says, one thing I will say is not all single moms are like this. This is in the single moms stream, but it has to do with this stream. I have ran into ones that, because he does social work, remember? I have ran into ones that have improved their lives and had the honor of helping them. That's really nice. That's good, see? Doing good deeds out there. But sadly, I ran into more that are not well. Of course, worse, continue on negative behaviors that got them in the position they are in. Yep, absolutely. They blame the men, that's classic, but it takes two to tango. Wise words. Most knew the men were not good to begin with. Yeah, there's the bad boys. And continue staying with them, hoping they could change them. That's so classic. That's a huge red flag. You cannot change anybody. You can't. So don't even try it. They have to want to change for themselves. Even psychologists have a hard time realizing this fact. They want to force people to change. You can't do it. You can encourage them. Like me, I can only encourage you to be participating just like Bond here. But if you want to be lazy and not participating and just be like, nah, whatever, that's your loss. Chance of a lifetime right here, amigos. Most of the men are just bad boys and listen to no one, not even their mothers. This is a huge problem right there. Yeah, these days, nobody listens to their mother. I'm talking about good mothers, by the way, not abusive mothers or nagging, manipulative mothers, narcissistic mothers. No, I'm talking about genuinely good-hearted, good-spirited mothers who want their children or kid to just do the best. And like I said in the another stream, it doesn't matter. You could be the best mother possible. The one on helping single moms find love, that stream I just said in the very end. You could raise your child the best way possible. You can spoil them till kingdom come, till the cows come home, and they still will betray you. They still will just completely ghost you, estrange you. No explanation. Blame you for all their problems, too. It's horrible, but it exists. And look, he's saying it right here. Some even curse out or beat their mothers. Yep, child-to-parent abuse, child-to-parent violence is CPV. From their own personal experience, that should be a red flag right there for anyone, including these ladies, wanting to get with these bad boys. Let's see. If the most important woman in a man's life their mother, which should be their mothers, couldn't convince these bad boys to be better men, That's bad enough. What makes them think they will change for a random woman who is a stranger to them? Yeah, absolutely. The glorification of this culture must stop. It's everywhere. It's rampant. That's why there's so many silent weaklings out there. They're the ones doing it too. A lot of them. A lot of these silent people out there, they're living horrible, miserable lives. They don't care. They don't care about anyone or anything, not even themselves. I don't think single moms should be shamed as what most male and female YouTubers are doing now. But I do believe there needs to be more education on the subject. Yes, and that's what brings us to this topic of the show, right there. There needs to be more education towards young women about the pros and cons of being single mothers, and also for the single fathers. Also, the potential hardships they will be facing, including their babies or children. More resources need to be provided to stop this. And yeah, it's only going to stop by participation and talking about the topic and educating others. It's got to be verbally done. If nobody speaks up, nobody's going to... There was this one commercial I'll never forget when I grew up as a teenager in Orlando, Florida. It was just a silent commercial. The family was at the table, in the breakfast table, and then the kids left for school, and then the parents left for work, and nobody said anything. And then the commercial ends with saying, another missed chance to talk about marijuana. If nobody opens their mouth, nothing's going to get done. Nothing. Dialogue must be always first in anything we do in this life. Communication is key. Oh, that's a cliche because it's true. All right, partner? Also, the potential hardships they will face, including their babies or... Yeah, okay, more research. Yeah, gotcha. Okay, as I feel this is happening a lot more here. Oh, yeah, stop this and create healthier relationship atmosphere in America. Yeah, well, America seems like it's already fell on its own sword. I think it's on its last leg. It's already dying because all these silent people, they don't want to deal with anything. It's turn the cheek and just ignorance is bliss, right? When actually ignorance is literally what's making America America today. The malls are shutting down, the businesses are shutting down, and everybody just doesn't even care. And then even love, it's not even existent anymore in the Western societies. Otherwise, people would be participating like crazy on this channel. Luckily, we have Bond and myself and others who are willing to step up to the plate. My goodness gracious. How sad this world has become. How weak. So America the weak, as far as I'm concerned, prove me wrong. Say something. Stand up for your country. Stand up for yourself. As I feel this is happening a lot more here than elsewhere. Yes, in the Western societies. This is my thoughts on the matter. Absolutely fantastic comment. You're 100% correct that youngsters need to be educated on this topic because if they don't, then they are the next in line to become single mothers or single fathers. Thank you so much because that's precisely what the next show will be today. Yep, there we go. Here we are. A couple days ago, we had you in line. So let's take a look at another Bond comment. Look at him go. What a rock star. Esteban is on fire. There also has to be education on the same thread, by the way, how the kids are at high risk. Kids raised by single moms in America are at high risk of obesity, behavioral conditions. These are the consequences, people. Mental health conditions and substance abuse. And even being silent weaklings suffering in misery and silence. Yep. They don't even ask for help. Worse, have social, emotional developmental issues. And the most tragic, control alt deleting themselves. Thank you so much for not using the S word. I appreciate that. Very mindful. Very considerate. See, he's paying attention to these streams. 100%. Some end up being involved in crime and dropping out of school. That's always been a problem. Last, they themselves become single parents, single fathers. Haven't been reported to have these from what I've been seeing. Yeah, because he works in social work. So he sees a lot of these cases. And looked at on YouTube, of course. Not all single mothers have these issues, but tragic amounts do have these issues in the kids. Okay, gotcha. So my response is yes, that's the end result for sure. Thus, the chain of misery inevitably continues unless these children break free from the chain and will break the chain and become far better people than their parents were. See, that's what needs to happen with the generations, future generations. But people forgot that. They forgot, it's a classic... The father tells his son, I want you to be a better person than I couldn't ever be. Like it used to be said a lot, but not anymore. Because the parents don't care. They're like, oh, you're 18, get out of my house. Wow. That's why you had a kid? You're just so anxious to kick him out of the house. What a great parent. Just kick them out into this chaotic world and be like, hey, good luck. Nice knowing you. Most cop out by using the classic excuse of having a poor upbringing. Yeah, I had a decent upbringing, but then it all went south. But I'm not using that as an excuse to be a bad person. Look at me now. I'm here helping anybody and everybody out of the goodness of my heart and soul. Take it or leave it. How many people are doing that? How many people on YouTube are going to tell me any problem that you're having in the realm of life or love, and I will help you. 24/7 dedication. Nobody. I bet you to go find somebody else who gives that guarantee. I always say almost anyone has had some sort of post-traumatic event in their lives, but those who learn to grow stronger and move on are exactly what our world needs today. There you go. Defeat the senseless, miserable repetition, the cycle, the chain, once and for all, so we can help others in greater numbers with our own unique experiences. All right, so one more last Bond comment here. Very simple. From my video, I believe, the benefits of falling in love. Yeah. So he says there are a lot of benefits of falling in love with someone. You just got to find the right one. Yep, I agree. Absolutely. Now, I told him here, it's a very short video, but I cover more details in my live stream. So, let's jump in right to the topic, shall we? I love the start of this topic because, you know me, I talk about this Rolling Stones songs quite a bit. Not all the time, but in my song reviews, I sure did. I Can't Get No Satisfaction was a hit song from the Rolling Stones. This has to do with the bad boys and baddies out there. This is their theme song. All right, so allow me to introduce you this theme song for both bad boy losers and female baddie losers, repeatedly getting into meaningless relationships over and over again, wasting their lives away. Let's take a look at the lyrics, shall we? I can't get no satisfaction. I try. When I'm driving in my car and the man comes on the radio, so commercials, right? Telling me more and more useless information, maybe politics, right? Supposed to fire my imagination. I can't get no. All right. And then let's see. When I'm watching my TV and a man comes on and tells me how white my shirts can be. So even commercials, he just doesn't care, right? Really passive attitude here. The same cigarettes. So even smoking, you see how passive everything is here? Can't get no satisfaction no matter what this guy does or anything. Nothing, you can't get no satisfaction. So when I'm riding around the world and I'm doing this and I'm singing and I'm trying to make some girl who tells me, baby, better come back and maybe next week, can't you see? I'm on a losing streak. I can't get no. So there you go. No satisfaction. So if you want to deal in senseless relationships, meaningless relationships, I'm not going to be there to tell you I told you so. Go ahead and waste your life away. Don't pay anything, no attention to this channel whatsoever. Go be a loser. Go ahead. I mean, if you don't want to get, because you think you're getting satisfaction, but it's only temporary. Because one day you're going to wake up very soon, by the way. No one's by your side. You're going to go to sleep. I saw this horrible video on YouTube the other day. This guy's living a lonely life, and he filmed little portions of it in a short video. And he says, oh, I love my life. And he's all alone with a dog. Just like the feminist extremists who live alone with their cat and their vibrators. Is that a happy life, people? And the shame on you people for screaming yes. Because in the comment section, there was a lot of people saying, oh, that's such a great life. I'm like, how pathetic. How sad and pathetic these people are. Claiming that that's a great life. What that guy just showed. And I said, without true love, there is no life. But you see, if you never experienced it, you'll never know it. And that's why you're clinging on to these meaningless, repetitious, like senseless lifestyles. I mean, you guys have no idea. It's like The Walking Dead. What you're missing out on in life. The beauty of love. Or maybe you got burnt because you weren't good in the realm of love. Somebody burnt you and you just can't pick yourself up. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to throw in the towel. I quit. What a loser. Oh, well, you can't blame me because it's society's fault. Yeah, just point the finger, buddy. How lazy and sad can you be? Is that all you got? Is that all you got? Seriously, in this life? What other things do you give up on? Because I don't want you as my friend or my family member or anything. If with that type of attitude, what else are you going to give up on? It's just so sad. So yeah, welcome to the theme song for Bad Boys and Baddies. Let's go ahead and move on, shall we? My goodness, what a garbage show, for lack of using a stronger slang word. So let's go ahead and take a look at this garbage with alpha, beta, omega, sigma males. This just really gets me, not my blood boiling, but this really just sets me off, man. This is just so stupid on so many levels. Look at this nonsense. Of course, the alpha male can't wear glasses, right? I mean, oh, maybe he has contacts because he can't have glasses on, right? This is so stupid. All right, so let's absolutely destroy this ridiculous sigma, alpha, beta, and omega men nonsense. I've seen so many YouTube videos on this garbage. Wrong, and wrong. Here's a taste of reality, okay? There are intelligent, loving men and women, and then there are immature males and females. Done. I don't know where you guys get all these stupid classes of men. What are we, actors and actresses? Are we playing roles just to show off like, oh, look, I got this suit on, so I'm successful. Hey, look, I got this little beard going on. Look, I cleaned my face, you know, and I got this cool little hairstyle. Oh, man, I'm so sigma. Are you stupid or what? Oh, look, I behave this way. Like, what way are you talking about? Are you a good person? Are you trustworthy? Are you honorable? Do you care about the world and care about people? Or are you just trying to act cool? So you could be labeled sigma, omega, beta, you know, or alpha. Well, not beta, obviously, because everybody points the finger at beta. So the alphas, omegas, and sigmas, they pretend like they're never beta in some moments. I'll tell you what, in all the definitions, I'm actually am an alpha male. If you take a look at this one image, which I can't get because it's copyrighted, it has these boxing gloves, and it describes everything, every characteristic of an alpha male, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm all of those characteristics. I didn't know that. I thought an alpha male was the guy on the bike with the leather jacket. No, that's actually the beta male. Nothing against leather jackets and bikes, but you're trying to look cool, but you're not cool as a person. Your personality sucks. So I didn't know that. Many years ago, I did that test. I was like, hey, am I an alpha male? And it turns out that I check off all those blocks. Every single one of them. And I actually have more that I could add onto that list. So how great of a person are you? It's not narcissistic. You have to have pride in yourself. What did you accomplish in this life? How great of a person are you? How intelligent are you? How passionate are you? How loving and caring are you? Or are you just like a miserable loser complaining and pointing fingers at everybody else and trying to bring everybody else down who feels confident like myself? That's a loser. That's the real beta male right there. But you see, I don't do any of these alpha, beta, omega, sigma character, you know, these labels, right? Because this is just like the feminist extremists. This is the same garbage. It's nonsense. You're trying to play a persona instead of just being yourself. And then you wonder, because these guys, they claim to be alpha, omega, and sigma, and they fail in the relationships department, but you wouldn't even know it. And they call themselves those labels. All right, so just like Bond said in his comments, this circus of a society that Western civilization has created, okay? Seriously, people. Clowns pretending to be people they're not. Clowns. Bad boys and the baddie females all acting like they're in love when they're not. They don't know what they want in life. So this needs to stop, just like Bond said. Otherwise, the cycle's going to continue, right? We're just going to have more ignorance, more stupidity, more immaturity, and the cycle's never going to stop. It's similar to the cycle of abuse. You know, they say that hurt people hurt people. Well, that's kind of true and it's not true. It's all case dependent. But for the most part, yeah, it kind of, because, you know, they got taught how to be hurt. And so now they want to take it out on somebody. So eventually they're going to take it out on somebody in the future because that's all they know. They suffered and now they want to make somebody else suffer because that's all they know. And just like being silent losers out there who don't want to leave comments or chat remarks, those are the silent losers. So that's all they know. They don't know what it's like to open up their heart and soul and their mind and just be expressive and positive and passionate and, you know, just really build up their lives to the status of being a king, not some alpha or omega nonsense. To feel like a king of your own palace, of your own kingdom. I'm talking about your home. Not ruling over others, That's like bossiness. You don't want that. So yeah, I mean, when's it gonna end? When's the madness gonna stop? Because people can just point fingers all day. They can say, "Oh, it's the women's fault. Oh, it's the men's fault." Wow, how productive is that? But that's exactly what the men going their own way MGTOW community does. That's what they do. They point fingers all day. That's what the feminist extremists do. Oh, these men. And then nowadays they're actually trying to look for good guys, and now the good guys just walked away. So they're both pathetic losers, both of them. MGTOW walks away like a bunch of cowards, a bunch of losers trying to act like monks living by themselves. And then they try to justify it. They get angry at anybody such as myself, a white knight, or a blue pill with all their stupid pill definitions. And they say, oh, you don't know because I'm successful and I have a soulmate by my side. I don't know. Are you kidding me? Pathetic losers. And then, you know, what's worse is that the MGTOW community is actually a lot more vocal compared to the feminist extremists. I haven't even bumped into one single feminist extremist on my channel. Not one. Jeez. So anyways, let's go ahead and move on, shall we? Because that's how I roll. It reminds me of the fictional psychos like Harley Quinn from Batman, you know, Joker's girlfriend. Immature males and females in society today are breaking innocent people's hearts left and right. What's worse are the victims who then choose to do the same, as I said in the case of abuse. If that's all you know, love and hate, you don't know what love is if you're capable of hatred. You have no idea what that word means. If you use the word hate all the time, like, stop hating on me, oh, so much hatred, like everything's exaggerated, that's a sign of immaturity. Because I've seen it. I've seen people do this all the time. I'm like, no, I don't hate what you said. Why are you using the word hate? It's so extreme. Like, I know what the word hate means, what it really means. But nowadays, everything is hate speech. If you say something that people disagree with, it's hate speech. Even on this platform. If you try to teach people something really wise about how the world really works, it's labeled as hate speech and you could be threatened to get your channel taken down. I've seen the warning signs, by the way. So I'm not going to go there. That's why I don't talk about conspiracies. Capiche? Understand? So if you want to play this extreme game of, you know, see, that's just a mental condition right there. That's a mental problem. You got to grow up. If you're using, you know, hate so often, and also just like the word impossible, like I went over the last stream. Oh, it's impossible. Says you? Gotta tell you something. I don't want you on my team if we're gonna go to war or we gotta go fight somebody or defend ourselves. Like, if you're using the word impossible like that, that's weak sauce, man. I can help you, but you gotta help me help you, right? So this is the world we're living in right now. Just a bunch of clowns. I mean, if you haven't figured that out by now. Sad reality. So thanks to the black and white days with men cheating on their wives, it created a frustrated feminist movement, for the most part. As time progressed, feminism has now been completely corrupted with feminist extremists, thus creating the MGTOW movement, which I call Feminism 2.0. Think about it. Why do I call it Feminism 2.0? Because you're doing exactly what the feminist extremists are doing. That's what they want. They want you to quit. The feminist extremists don't care about you. I mean, you're just giving them exactly what they want. You're throwing in the towel. How about this? How about avoiding all toxic females, because they don't deserve to be called women. All these feminist extremists, how about you just avoid them? Because they're easy to spot, right? Just like I said in the other stream to DR about the Ice Queens. Well, you know what they look like. You know what they sound like. So it should be easy to avoid them. I don't care if they're everywhere. That should make it so much easier. That's like somebody playing an Easter egg hunt and he's saying, no, you're still hot. No, you're still cold. You're cold. Oh, you're getting a little hot. Okay, keep moving to, okay, you're getting hotter. You're almost going to find the Easter egg, right? I mean, the hints are there. The red flags are there. It should make your search for your potential soulmate that much easier because you know what not to do, right? You know who not to go with. It's like playing minefield, when you know where all the mines are. So don't step on them. Why are you going to step on them if you already know it's a mine? Why not try another location? As I said in the last stream. Why not? So the whole MGTOW movement is just feminism 2.0, just a bunch of complaining and whining little kids who threw in the towel. They don't want to be real men and go out there and find their potential soulmate, because they're like, this is what the MGTOW movement says. This is what it translates to. Oh, I'm going my other way. I'm going the other way. I'm turning around, and I'm not going to be a man and step up to the plate anymore because, oh, child support. Oh, I failed in so many relationships. That's your fault. I don't care how toxic the woman was. Why are you walking away? You're not going to try again? And it's your fault for having a kid. Why didn't you use protective sex? Why not? See, I mean, it takes two to tango. So that's on you, the child support. That's on you. And if you guys chose to have kids and you broke up or divorced, it's still on you. Because you made the decision to have kids with that person. You said, you know what? I'm so sure about this relationship. Let's have kids. Be very careful if you're going to do that. I don't even care if it's unwanted pregnancy. It's still you. It's still on you. You understand? So stop pointing fingers and either you get back in there or you stay out and you be a loser forever. Because you're losing out. You're missing out on everything life should be for you. Finding a beautiful, passionate, compassionate, powerful woman. No, you just want to whine and complain and be like, Olympic champions are not made that way, people. They have a coach by their side. So I can be your coach. But you got to help me help you. But every Olympic athlete that won the gold medal had a fantastic coach by their side. Think about it. So if you're going to throw in the towel, you're saying, you know what? I don't trust in myself. I'm not a man. I'm just going to be a weakling, a silent weakling. I'm going to go the other way. Straight into the dumpster. Wow, congratulations. That's so smart. Shoot. Oh my goodness, man. Failing before, seriously, but I got a divorce and I'm paying 5 child supports, Whose fault is that? You don't have the pity, or you don't have my pity. You don't have my pity. That's your fault. Wasn't 1 kid enough, or 2 kids? How did you end up with that number? Well, because I had a relationship with this one. Oh, then you don't know how to pick the right person. Sounds like you need some coaching, some help. So I don't care how many kids you have on child support. That's your fault. So MGTOW, they got it twisted. Seriously. MGTOW has it all twisted, people. Men going their own way. No, men giving up on life and living as pathetic, weak, silent monks, where they complain for the rest of their life, talking about pills all day. Oh, red pill, purple pill, black pill, blue pill. And it's just, wow. If you want to waste time just out of boredom, go check out some MGTOW videos. MGTOW, men going their own way. Anyways, so the best remedy to end the vicious cycle of immature people failing in their relationships, becoming single parents, living in painful, never-ending misery, is to educate people all about true love, which is precisely what I do right here, right now. I'm here to educate people. If the shoe fits, and you know what, you can always change your pair of shoes. If the shoe fits, you can change your pair of shoes, but that's up to you. Get better sneakers. Be a better person.